Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. In this video, I'm going to talk about what to do if you're waiting for your manifestation to come. In particular, if you're waiting for your love to come, for your specific person to come, what do you do? Again, I asked the question, what are people struggling with when it comes to manifesting their specific person? Many people said, waiting. I'm sick of waiting. I'm impatient. I don't want to wait. Great. That's really important to know that that's where you kind of get stuck. And so let's talk about it in this video. Before I jump in, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel in the corner below. Also know that I am launching out something for all of you manifesting a specific person. You've been hearing me talk about it a lot. I'm just going to tell you the link to know about it and to be the first to know about it is in my description right below, and there is also a link in the comments. So if you're manifesting a specific person, you want to be the first to know about my 6-part video series that's about to launch and a lot of other things that are about to launch, sign up for that link and you will be the first to know. Okay, let's talk about this. What do you do if you're waiting for your manifestation, waiting for your specific person to show up? I really understand this. I understand, especially if you've put a lot of time into manifesting them. Maybe you've, practiced your visualizations, you've practiced your affirmations, maybe you are spending time living in the end and feeling the two of you together, but you're still, at times at least, waiting for it to show up. Well, let's look at this. The first thing I want to say about it is, as you probably know, unfortunately, what waiting is the opposite of living in the end, or essentially it's living in the opposite end result of what you want. So your end result of being with your specific person is the practiced feeling of being with your specific person. And what naturally happens when you do deep inner practices of living in the end, of feeling the two of you together, of feeling them desiring you, of feeling your love, when you spend a lot of time in your inner world in that end state through affirmations, through visualizations, through scripting, all of these different techniques, what naturally starts to happen is it starts to feel real, feel it real, right? That's what Neville Goddard said. You're practicing the experience of being with them so much, it starts to feel real inside of you. When it starts to feel real inside of you, it satiates a part of you or calms a part of you down. The part that it calms down is that part that's waiting or grasping or needing it to happen. So I'm not saying you can't ever be waiting or wanting it to happen or feel impatient. I'm not saying that at all. But what you want to is most of the time either be in the end state, the visualization, the felt experience of the two of you together, or because you've done the visualization so much, you expect that it's going to happen so you feel okay. So the example I give about this is if you were planning a trip to go on vacation, let's say you're planning a trip to go to Hawaii, you've already booked the ticket, you know it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen for a month or two. Yeah, you may at times be like, gosh, I wish I was going to Hawaii tomorrow. It's not happening for another month. But for the most part, you're calm. You're not freaking out about it. You're not thinking, when's it going to get here? I don't know if it's going to come. I hope it comes. You're not thinking all those things. You're just like, well, it's going to get here when it gets here. I'm cool. I know it's coming. That is one of the cornerstone ways that you know that you have properly impressed your subconscious mind with the end result and you are truly, truly living in the end. It's when you feel like, I know it's coming. I know this relationship is going to happen. I know this relationship is going to happen. It can still be that you know it's going to happen in the future. It still is living in the end. That is still living in the end. People get very confused about this. Yes, it's living in the end when you're in the visualization of we're together, I feel it, it's amazing, but we're not in visualizations all day. And I definitely don't do affirmations all day. That's not my style. What I do is deep rounds of particular techniques, whether it's a visualization, affirmation, scripting, any sort of technique. I do some some deep practices. And in those practices, I feel myself with my desire. And then in the times where I'm not in a technique, I've done the practice so much, I know what it feels like to have the desire, that when I'm in between practices, I know it's going to happen. That's the feeling state. It's still living in the end. And so waiting for your desire to happen, there's a few tips. I think I got a lot of comments in that thread as well, where it seems like, and this, I've seen this trend, it seems to me like one of the things that people are doing is they are doing too many techniques, spending too much time during the day doing affirmations, spending too much time during the day in techniques, but it's not like penetrating deeply. You're not like deeply feeling the new end result. And so you're over exhausting yourself doing so many techniques. So it's like this big pendulum. It's like you're doing tons of techniques and then you're like, you swing back the other direction and you're like, I'm exhausted. I'm done with waiting. When's it going to be here? So that also, you don't want to burn yourself out with techniques. You want to do actual deep techniques that actually make a difference in your state, so you can land in the end result, the feeling of the end result, living in the end, and you literally start to stay there. This is a practice. And so anyone who's kind of swinging into that, I'm waiting, I'm impatient, when's it going to get here? My suggestion is for you to, again, just continue to go back to living in the end state. You don't want to do this like so much that you're burning yourself out though. You just want to do some deep meditation, some deep visualizations, feeling the two of you together, and then practice in the in-between time. When you start to feel like, when's it going to be here? Maybe start telling yourself, it's done. There's nothing I have to do. I already did it. Like, it's already going to happen. I know it's going to happen. You want to be getting more and more into that state of knowing it's going to happen. When you know it's going to happen, you're no longer waiting, and that's when you're living in the end, and that's when it's going to manifest. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here with me in this video. I love being here with you. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, and you comment below. I'll see you soon.